My name is Derek Tanner. I'm the owner of DT Roofing.
My name is Randy Hurtado, and I'm the co-owner of DT Roofing.
I started the company with my wife Amber. This was in 2009. Our current business had slowed down quite a bit, and ironically, a storm hit our community, and she and I both decided that we could sell roofs.
I joined the company in 2015, originally as a salesperson for the company. In approximately 24 months, we were able to grow the revenue for the company quite a bit, to the point where I was able to convince Derek to give me equity in the company and come on as an owner. And the company has been able to thrive through our efforts ever since. DT Center is the building that we own. We have several tenants that office out of here. Our company's headquarters is out of here, and so it just made sense for branding purposes to go ahead and brand the building with our logo, at least, DT Center. DT Companies is comprised of 4 different companies. DT Roofing is the oldest of those companies. That's what set us up in this area. We do commercial and residential roofing, and that started back in '09.
So this is a 310,000 square foot cold storage facility. So this is a big project. This is new construction. There's a lot of jobs going on around us, so we have to make sure safety is on point. We have to make sure our jobs are clean, and we got to make sure we get it right 100% the first time. So on this job, because it's cold storage, we have to pay super attention to the details and make sure that we're tracking with the rest of the crews on the roof that are working. So we'll go up and we'll show you what we're working on up there.
We provide everything from standard composition to metal, stone-coated steel, to TPO and all other types of flat roofing on commercial. We are currently platinum partners of Owens Corning and master installers for GAF. In 2021, we were invited to the Platinum Conference. We're a platinum partner with Owens Corning. We were brought there being told that we were nominated for our philanthropic work that we do with ministries and stuff locally, and only to find out when we got there that we actually won the top performer award for the South.
So they tricked you?
Yeah, it was, I mean, they didn't want us to know, and they wanted a genuine response, I guess, but it really blew our mind. We knew we had a killer year last year, but we didn't think that we were gonna beat out companies in Dallas and San Antonio and what have you, so it was a blessing.
The lesson is for those of you who are chasing big cities, you're going after metropolitan areas, reaches in niches, but also in the smaller markets. You can dominate your small little community if you serve it well, and this is the living proof of that. I know a lot of contractors who are going to Houston. I mean, this is the biggest market in the United States, and Houston, San Antonio, Dallas are the biggest cities, but yet awards are going to companies like Heath Hicks with AFCO, like yourself, smaller cities, but bigger, more organized companies.
That's right.
Live and learn.
So we're on top of a cold storage facility here in Stephenville. The first stage of the roofing process is GAF requires us to come out 12 inches and put perimeter foam around the entire perimeter and also around all penetrations. So second stage would be to go first layer of polyiso insulation, 3-inch on the refrigerated sections. That'll be mechanically fastened. Then the second layer of 3-inch or the second layer of all the ISO will be fully adhered with low-rise foam. Then we come with a 1/2-inch cover board, which is also fully adhered, and then 60 mil TPO GAF product, Everguard product. We're certified with GAF. We've got a great relationship with them. They back us right now. With supply issues, they've been great trying to supply us with what we need to keep this project moving quickly.
The last job was a composition roof. This one is a stone-coated steel roof. We started it yesterday, tore the whole roof off, felted it in, and we have all the battens on. And so for those of you not familiar with stone-coated steel, these are just steel panels that are stone-coated. They look like wood shake, but they come with a 50-year warranty. The company that we work with, we've been with for a while.
Shingles come with a 50-year warranty.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it the same warranty? Yeah. What will last more?
Definitely stone-coated steel. My personal favorite roofing application has to be on the residential side. It's a stone-coated steel panel. I really like it, one, because of the economics behind it. Even though it is more expensive than composition, in the long run, it saves the customer from having to replace the roof several times over its lifetime. It looks beautiful. In fact, stone-coated steel applications that we've put on absolutely look like the best house in the neighborhood. And then, of course, the fact that it is hail resistant, the customer ends up getting a great discount on their insurance for it. So overall, economics, aesthetics, everything, it's just an overall great product. In this particular market, the average roof lasts about 7 to 10 years. And so for that purpose, we do recommend clients to look at the applications that have a class 4 rating, just so they can get a little bit more time out of the roof, maybe last a few more years longer, and enjoy the discounts that come with that.
One very important thing on this project is our partners. Every 4 weeks, they will come and they will look over our shoulder just to make sure we're doing all the details, all the specs to what they have submitted this job to be completed with, and we appreciate that so much. We look forward to seeing them when they come out, and we really appreciate their expertise. GAF is the industry leader in all things commercial roofing.
DT Roofing serves Granbury, Hood County, and the surrounding areas. Granbury is a tight-knit community. It has a great lake atmosphere, a lot of history. It's a great place to raise your kids, to have a family, and it has a lot of local attraction as far as restaurants, as far as the town square. It's actually voted #1 historical town to visit in the United States.
So we're in a unique situation in Texas because although this market is saturated with roofers, the Metroplex has, I think the last look was over 10,000 roofing companies. We're in the west side of the Metroplex, so we call it the Westoplex. And so although competition does thrive out here, we find ourselves in a unique position where, because of the time that we've been in business out here, we've gained the trust of our clientele. And so mathematically, we definitely get our fair share and a fair share of others of the pie. We do operate in a market that does not require a roofing license. And because of that, unfortunately, you do have a lot of 2 chucks and a truck type roofing companies that show up when hail falls out of the sky and really don't know what they're doing. They slap some material up on your roof, collect a check, and they're nowhere to be found when something goes wrong.
So I want to show you 2 things that make cold storage unique. So right here on this line, connecting the decking to the structure beneath, they had to actually spot weld down this line because they didn't have the fasteners. Now this is all spec, this is all good, but sometimes that welding machine gets off to the right or left and they punch a little hole in here. So any little hole that they've blown into this decking, if it's anything near a penny, we have to cover it with low-rise foam before we go on top of it with the polyiso. So in addition to that, when we come to a transition in a wall, we have to go back a minimum of 12, and we go ahead and go 18 inches back on the low-rise foam. And what that does is that creates a barrier for any condensation, evaporation to take place. So you don't want any evaporation taking place. That would create a moisture barrier, that would create just any type of transition is going to make water collect. So right here we have to be very careful on all our transitions. We fill it up, we cut them down, we terminate, and we keep rolling.
Probably one of the toughest times in business was we learned the hard way that on commercial jobs you have to take out a non-residential commercial remodel tax for the state of Texas. And it was a very large job. It was a large movie theater that we did the entire roof on, and we were notified by the owner and he wasn't aware, but we were notified by the owner of the movie theater that we were to take out sales tax. And so we reported this to the state and ended up owing a lot. It actually put the company in debt, and we ended up owing the state a lot of money. And we did pull out of that, but it was a very hard time. Very, the money was already gone, and it was just a tough time for the company.
If you're a homeowner in need of a roofing contractor, my advice would be start with the internet, start with reviews.
My advice to a homeowner that's shopping for a roofing contractor is do your homework. It takes you very little time to look up reviews, to check references, check insurance references. There are some companies out there that claim to be something they're not, but there are good contractors out there, good roofing contractors that do what they say they're gonna do that you can trust.
That is awesome, dude.